everyone, welcome back to my channel. I just got done filming a chat with me, so now I'm moving on. A lot of people have been PMing me, asking me how I created the look on my Facebook profile picture. So today I am going to recreate that look for you guys, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. So just hang in there with me. We'll be right back. I'm going to get one eye done and then, come back and show you guys how to do the other eye. So yeah, just give me a minute and it'll actually be like a half a second for you guys. So just a minute. Okay guys, I am back. We're getting ready to start on our other eye and throw brushes around. I got this side done, so now we're going to move on to this side. All right. So the palette I used for that particular look was my Anastasia Beverly Hills Riviera palette. And the first shade I'm going to start with in this palette is the shade Cabana, and it's like this mustard yellow right here. And I'm going to pick some product up on my brush, and I'm going to take this in my inner corner crease and just blend it about halfway out and up a little bit. And I'm going to keep doing that until I can get the product built up well enough to be pretty visible. Which these are pretty pigmented. I mean like crazy pigmented actually. So definitely go in with a light hand and work your way to that point. You don't want to have an overflow of hot pink. So like I said, this takes me a couple minutes. We'll build it up several times throughout the look, but I'm just blending it as well as I can. All right, to me that's good enough. So what I'm going to do now is take a smaller brush, and I am going to go into the shade Monte Carlo. It's like a watermelon shade right here. And I'm going to take this shade on my outer, like pretty much like my outer corner, again meeting the mustard yellow shade pretty much in the middle. So I'm just going to lay this all over the outer corner and drag it in a tiny bit about midway to my crease. And I'm going to do that probably 2 times since this shade is definitely high pigment. And yeah, I'm just going to continue to blend it. They blend so easily that it really doesn't take you but a second to do. Okay, so now that I got that laid down, I'm going to go into the hot pink shade right here, and it's called Bahamas. I'm going to use the same brush, pick up a tiny bit of product because it's very pigmented. This one is, I'm pretty sure, a pressed powder, so you guys will see in just a second. I'm not going to drag it all the way out like I did the shade Monte Carlo. So I'm going to go a little bit further into the inner corner and do that V shape. But we're going to leave like that gradients with the Monte Carlo on the outer corner. So we're going to build that hot pink up. Just like this, guys. Just like this. I'm going to get a little bit of Monte Carlo back on my brush, and I'm just going to soften out the edges with that color. And we got it applied. They blend so easy. Like these looks, I'm telling you, are so easy. And then I'm going to go into the purple shade, also I think a pressed pigment, and it's called Cans or something like that, C-A-N-N-E-S. And I'm going to pick it up on an even smaller little brush, very gently, because I'm telling you girls, this is the most pigmented shade I think in the palette. And I'm going to drag it in, build it up. We got to build it up. I mean, these really pigmented shades, you go in too hard, you're going to have too much product, and it's not going to have anywhere to go. And you're just going to look like a caked mess. So just pick a little bit of product up at a time, guys, and just blend it in as you go. If you need more, go back in, pick up a little bit more, which is what I'm doing. And I'm going to add that until we get it to the darkness that I am desiring. and I just kind of stamp it on first to help kind of prevent the fallout, because I did go ahead and just do my foundation first this time, so I could go ahead and finish my under eye on that side, save some time. Again, just going in the outer V, not dragging the purple in any further than that. And then we're going to build it up. Blending is the most important technique of this entire makeup thing. Pick up a little bit more Monte Carlo, and again, I'm going to soften those edges out with the Monte Carlo. Bring back that watermelon color. Okay, and right now, I think that I've got enough of the purple on and the pink peeking through. So what I do next is cut the crease, guys. We're gonna cut this crease like we're cutting into a big juicy steak. I'm gonna take an eyeliner brush and I'm just gonna kind of tap it all over and go. And that'll kind of give me an idea of where my crease is and how far up exactly I want to take the concealer. Yeah, if it's gonna actually work. I swear this eye always does this to me. There we go. Okay, so see right here, that's where we're gonna stop. You can pretty much feel like the top of your eyeball is high enough. And we're gonna drag it down. And I'm just blending this concealer in the best I can. Okay, just gonna take a little bit on my finger now, guys, and just kind of pat it on. But I got the layout of it is good. So I'm gonna go ahead and set this now. And I'm just gonna pick up my brushes off the floor. Just take a clean brush and dip into my Laura Mercier setting powder, and I'm gonna gently tap it on top of this concealer to set it so it's not real sticky and doesn't get pulled around with the other shades. Okay, so now that we got that complete, I'm gonna go back into the shade Cabana, the mustard yellow, and I am going to kind of build that up a little bit because you do lose a little bit of color in the process. So we're just gonna dip in 2 or 3 times. And again, build up this pretty mustard yellow. Okay, now I'm gonna take kind of like a flathead brush. Let me see which one. This is the one I've been using. And it's got like a blending brush on the other side, and I'm gonna go into the shade Inheritance in the palette. Or no, I'm not. I'm gonna use the blending end, and I'm dipping into this shade Sails, like a boat, like a sailboat. And we're gonna take this white, and we're going to add it into our inner corners and kind of bring it down just a little bit. And we're gonna really, really build this color up since it is white. There we go. And yeah, we're just gonna lay it right here. Okay, now I'm gonna go into the shade Inheritance, which is this pretty gold shade in the palette. I'm gonna pick that up on one side of this brush, and I am going to lay it down right beside that white shade, which was Sails. And I'm kind of just painting it on there. Okay. And I'm just gonna build it up. These are so pretty and pigmented that you don't even need Fix Plus for this. Okay, now that I got my desired amount, I'm going to dip into the shade Seashells, which is this pretty blue color. And I'm gonna pick it up on the opposite side of the same brush. And we're gonna lay it right beside, in between the purple and the gold. And I even take it a little bit on top of the gold and the purple as well, just to give it that no harsh lines, blended look. That's what we're going for. We don't need harsh lines, no. I know nothing about no harsh line. And again, I'm just building up the collar. Okay, I'm gonna take a little bit on my finger and really get that in there. I'm also gonna do the same with the gold. Like really lay it on. I really want those lid shades to pop. Okay, now I'm gonna take another finger into the white shade and gently go back on top. Kind of blend that into the gold. It's all about that blended look. We don't wanna look harsh. Okay, now I'm gonna take the mustard yellow shade again, dip back in, and we're gonna add, once again, back to the inner corner of our crease. Just to build it back up, because, you know, you lose color, you guys, you lose color. Okay, perfect. Now what I'm gonna do is take a clean brush, same brush I put the setting powder on with, and just go around it, and I'm gonna blend out all these edges, make sure we got things nice and blended and looking the best we can. I'm gonna go back into Monte Carlo, pick a little tiny bit up, and soften the edges out just a tad bit more. Perfect. Okay, now purple. Dipping back into that bad purple. And just kind of blending it right there in that one spot. Okay guys, we're done with that part. Now what I'm going to do is clean it up. I'm gonna take my foundation, just this little brush I use to cut my crease, and what I'm gonna do is I'm going to drag this right there. I did get some fallout, which I was expecting, but that is such an easy thing to fix. Just clean it up with some concealer and you're good. I might have to add a little bit more of that Monte Carlo right there. Since I lost a little bit of color from the concealer. Kids are getting off the bus. If you guys can hear that, that's what that noise is. All right, you guys. So now we're going for our under eyes. Now on this part, you can pretty much do whatever it is that you guys like. I mean, this part is really pretty much optional. All of it's optional. You can use different colors and get the same type of thing going on, like reds and pinks or grays and blacks. You could do the same thing with any shade range. So I'm gonna pick up a little bit of Monte Carlo on another flat brush, and I'm gonna start right here at the outer corner, and I'm gonna drag it all the way across. Tell you, every single time these eye boogers never fail me. I'm gonna drag it all the way across, right into the inner corner, and we're gonna, you know, do the gradients thing that I love to do so much. It's gonna get darker to lighter. Okay, I'm gonna get into the purple now, a little bit, and I'm gonna try to go as close to my lash line and blend it in as well as I can. And just pull it and drag it right on top of Monte Carlo. And there we go. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead, you guys, and finish up my mascara and all of that good stuff, and I'll be back to show you the final results. So just a second. Guys, I wanted to mention really quick before I start the video. I might do like a high-end luxury foundation Friday once a month, or maybe even like once every 2 months, just to keep it interesting. So I just wanted to throw that in there before the video starts. Anyway, I hope you enjoy it. If you want to see how I created this look, then just keep on watching. So yeah, you guys enjoy the video. Love you.